Never they have a remedy or a cure. Someone call it doctor or emergency crew. Come and carry feelings, say yo, say yo, say yo. Me I go down, forget over yo. And never they have a remedy or a cure. Someone call it doctor or emergency crew. Come and carry feelings, say yo. Boy, your love is wicked. Boy, your love is wicked. Boy, your love is wicked. Yeah. Boy, your love is wicked. You're kissing, you're hugging, you're loving, you're sexing. Oh my baby, I'm missing you. Tears on my pillow 'cause your love is wicked. Cry me a river 'cause your love is wicked. Friends come around say your love is wicked, but the kisses when you get down, you know it's wicked. Wait for your call 'cause your love is wicked. Can't sleep at all 'cause your love is wicked. Pain in my heart 'cause your love is wicked, but the love when you get down, you know it's wicked. Tears on my pillow 'cause your love is wicked. Cry me a river 'cause your love is wicked. Friends come around say your love is wicked, but the kisses when you get down, you know it's wicked. Listen.
Oh, love is wicked. It was Bricklace. And my guest here is dancing to the song. Bricklace, love is wicked. Sure, you can relate to the song.
Yes, I can. It's a classic, man. It's a classic. Thanks for bringing me in with that song.
I deliberately chose the song for you. I know exactly. It will touch you in the right buttons.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic.
Yeah, we started our double play with Timberland giving us Too Late to Apologize. And then it had to be Bricklace, Love is Wicked. That was strictly dedicated to our guest in the house, Erin Parenzee.
Thank you, Sbonello. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, the feeling is mutual. We are so happy to have you on Nirvana World FM. Your bet, your music.
Yes.
We are really honored that you did accept our invite to you, Mama.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to be here. But you need to tell your guests what type of expert I am.
Oh, why should I tell them? You are here. You might as well do it yourself. Because if I do it, you'll have to pay me. But then, because I'll be becoming your spokesperson.
Come on,
then
man.
if you've got what it takes to pay me, then I can do it for you. You do the honors. Tell our listeners, who is Erin Parenzee? What is it all about?
Thanks, Bonello. Welcome to all the listeners and viewers to Nirvana World FM. Yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks so much for bringing me through. Yeah, as you said, my name is Erin Parenzee. I'm a Cape Town boy, so yeah.
Oh, Kapstad boy.
Yeah, Kapstad, yeah. So, anything Western Cape, we love it. Yes, I'm here to talk about cricket. Sad state of affairs, but yeah, let's talk about it.
Sad state of affairs. I can relate to that.
But yes.
I heard that you mentioned that he is a Kapstad boy. So tonight, things are happening in Cape Town. The Vodacom URC Stormers versus Blue Bulls. So does that go without saying that you will be rooting for the Stormers come tonight?
Listen, home field advantage, playing under the beautiful Table Mountain in the iconic Newland Stadium. I don't see how we can't take that one. The Blue Bulls, they do have that big match temperament for finals.
Yes.
And it being a local derby, it's going to be brutal. But I think at the end of the day, the Stormers have got the momentum behind them. They've got home field advantage. They've got the Cape Town faithful behind them, so I can't see it going any other way. It has to be Stormers all the way.
Is that the impartial you or the bias you?
It's the biased me all the way. I mean, really, come on. You have SAB that side, you have the railway station, you have Table Mountain. I think the Blue Bulls will be mesmerized, and then, Stormers will just take it.
Yellow Kapstad boykies. Typical of Kapstad boykies. No matter where they are.
Let me put it impartially then as well. I think both teams started slowly in the tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
They both have the momentum going into the final for sure. I think the Blue Bulls pulled off an unlikely victory. We all thought the Sharks, not great for the Sharks, that star-studded team. So look, all to play for at the end of the day. It's a final. It's a one-off game. Whoever rises to the occasion can win it. And at the end of the day, it could be a drop goal. It could be a 6-3 or something. It's definitely going to be a tight game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough to call. definitely.
Yeah.
I think tough to call. Both teams, as I said, it's going to be a brutal encounter, and yeah.
A tough one indeed.
A tough one.
A tough one indeed. You are right. Even besides being the bias, you saying that the Stormers are going to win. But looking at the form, yes, you are right.
No,
Stormers, they've got to win.
Definitely.
We saw how they perform actually better than all the South African teams in the Vodacom
Very
URC.
surprised. Very surprising.
Yeah, very surprisingly.
Yes.
And then they've got the momentum, everything. Yes, you are
Yes.
right. But Blue Bulls, when it comes to the knockouts, like I said,
They have
I'm
something.
happy you
They
said.
do have something,
I'm happy
yes.
you said they've got
Yes.
the BMT,
No,
and that's what they have. They are an inexperienced side,
Yes.
but they do have BMT as their
Yes.
weapon.
No, for sure. I think the lineouts in the scrum, I think that's where it's going to be won or lost.
Yes.
And I do believe Stormers are good in the lineout at the moment. Blue Bulls good on the scrum. So again, it's 50-50. So we'll see on the day who has the mental strength to pull it through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who wants it most?
Who wants it more?
Who wants it
Yes.
most? And who's got the nerves
Exactly.
to absorb the pressure, the tension,
And
everything.
hence the home field advantage, and
Here we go.
The 16th player. I mean, really, come
The
on.
fans,
you know,
you
the
are
fans
right.
of the 16th
Yeah, the
player.
fans,
So
you are dead right. You are
let's
dead
see.
right.
Let's see
You are
what
dead
happens. I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Hopefully the weather plays its part, because there is a bit of moisture, rain around. So there could be a lot of fumbling errors and so on. So that will add extra spice to the game. Let's see.
Yes, may the best team wins.
Yes.
We'll be watching the
Stormers.
game
Sorry.
kicks off at 7:30 to be
Yes,
exact.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
In Kapstad,
Yes.
Ekapalodumo, Blue Bulls versus visiting Stormers Ekapa. But the business of the day, you are here for cricket.
Yes.
I've just hijacked you.
Look, I'm a student of sport, but specifically I'm a student of cricket. I really love it. Growing up from the age of about 10, 11, I've played club cricket. In my later years, I was fortunate enough to play competitively in first team cricket, club cricket in Cape Town and here in Pretoria. So yeah, I have played with some good players, big players, and I have let's say tried to understand the mental side of it, because yes, there's the physical aspect, but the mentality is the one that takes you and dedication to your craft. Unfortunately, I wasn't too good in that side. I was a decent player, but honestly, to get even to amateur level takes a lot of hard work. Commitment, dedication, and you need to decide. I'm going to follow this, and I'm going to put it all in there. For me, I decided to go more into my studies, and I mean, look, it still would have been a hell of a journey if I had to try and get somewhere. But having said that, yeah, respect to anyone who makes it onto the professional circuit. It's not simple.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's years and years of dedication, definitely.
I'm happy you mentioned that you've rubbed shoulders. You played along with some other big names. Any big
Yeah.
names that you can relate to? Just name drop. The platform is all yours. Name drop. Brag. I'm giving you the
back
platform.
in the day, players I played with: Merrick Pringle, Roger Telemarcus.
Oh, Telemarcus.
Yes, I've played some alongside, some against. So I've played with Merrick and Telemarcus. I've played against Stephen Cook. I've played against Quentin de Kock.
You played against Quentin de Kock
and Stephen Cook. Yes, in a club game, and they were opening the batting. And honestly, on that was a hard day of cricket.
Oh yes,
we were chasing the whole day. We were chasing leather.
Surely will always chase. Surely will chase with Quentin de Kock on the pitch.
No, the Kock was brutal. I mean, you could see. This was just when he got into the Proteas side, and honestly, you could see he was, the kid can play. He's really a remarkable player. The other names escape me, but there are a couple of other names.
You don't need to worry about any other names. If you've mentioned Quentin de Kock.
Yes, Peter Malan as well. Peter Malan is one player, that I've played with as well. So, but you look at the end of the day, it's nice to see that intensity that they come to a game with. And that was definitely the highlight for me when I saw Stephen Cook and Quentin de Kock, the way they approached the game.
Yes, absolutely.
One would think, it's just a normal club game for them, but listen, they came out, they applied themselves, and once they got in, they had fun with us. So, I mean, I remember one where it was a spinner, and I was up in close. Kwani hit one that first passed my ear, and I told the captain, no, time out. I'll rather go stand on the boundary where maybe the ball will be slower getting to me. Yeah. So, but it was great fun. It was really
Talking
great.
of Quinton de Kock, what is his personality? Because we always see him from the distance, and he looks like this kind of shy guy.
Yes.
How is he like off the field? Do you know him by any chance?
No, I don't know him, but from what I remember on the day was he's kind of a clown.
Is it?
Yeah, he likes to make jokes.
Okay.
I think he's probably a prankster from what I can see when I stand when
Your
I
shoe
look when I
stand the
analyze
making.
him exactly. But yes, he is a serious personality as well. I think one thing about him is he does get underestimated because of the look of him. But you
Yes.
can see
That baby face look.
that baby face
look is very deceiving.
100%.
It's very
100%.
deceiving.
But I'm sure you've noticed when he gets it going, he's brutal.
Very brutal.
He is hungry for runs. I think definitely I would have wanted his career to progress. Maybe he should have been at least 10-20% further on in his career. I think there have been times where maybe he bubbled under. I mean, there was a time when he was dropped from the Proteas side because they felt his intensity wasn't there. But coming back to your question, I think that he's the type of personality who comes alive when he's at the crease. He definitely expresses himself, enjoys himself, and I hope that going forward in the next couple of years, because for batsmen normally you hit your prime later in your career.
Yes.
In your 30s, 32, 34.
Yes.
He's kind of coming to that end. I hope that they'll unleash him and just say, listen, go out there, express yourself. Just
having
have fun.
a jolly good time.
And don't worry about captaincy. Don't worry about anything else. Just go out there and play.
Enjoy
like
the
we
game.
know you can play. And I mean, I think he's potentially one of those players that can single-handedly win a game for us.
He has done it.
He has done it.
He has done it. Numbers don't lie. He has done it for us in the past.
Definitely. So I'm hoping for that, especially this year. I hope that his form will continue. He had a great IPL.
Yes.
With a new franchise there, the Good Luck Now Giants, yes. They had a good run. Kwani, good starts up front. And, you expect him with the experience he has now to be kicking on, and hence I was saying the 10-20%. So let's hope his time will come. I mean, I know he's a new dad now and there's more responsibilities, but yeah, I still back him as a good player to come through and shine.
He's
for
a
us.
good player.
Yes.
His time came long time ago. This is Quinton de Kock.
When I say
He has said it all.
when I say that, I mean I want him to bring home a World Cup for us. Let me be specific.
Okay, now at least now you're being specific.
Let me be
I was lost if you
specific.
say his time will come.
Yes.
That's Quinton de Kock. His time came long time.
Yes, no, for sure. He's been around a long time, you're right. I mean, I
And
think it's almost 10 years
10
now.
years,
Yeah.
and his career has always been there.
Yes.
It's only
yes.
once, I think, in the previous World Cup, yes, he played. He didn't have a good World Cup.
Yes,
He didn't have, but
yeah.
it happens to the best of our
Yes,
players.
yes.
So it was just one dip. But overall, Quinton de Kock is
No,
up
he's
there.
I think he's our best player at the moment.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Let's not
Absolutely.
between him and KG Rabada, I think they are our two best players at the moment, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah.
Talking of Proteas, talking about the moment, Proteas, they're in India, touring India, playing
Yes.
that T20 5 series match.
Yes.
The thing that I'd like to find out from you, what is your take on the squad
Yes.
that is currently touring
Yeah.
for Proteas? Before we get to that, maybe let me read the squad out for you. Temba Pavoma is there captaining it. Quinton de Kock is there in the thick of things. Riza Hendricks, Henrich Klassen, Keshav Maharaj, Aiden Makram, man of the moment, David Miller, Lungengit, Enrich Nokia, the tried and tested, Wayne Panel is there, Dan Pretorias, Keiji, Kahis Rabara, the dancing shows, the Tabre Shams is there, Tristan Stubbs, Mr. Cool, come and collected, Rase van der Tissen himself, and Marco Janssen.
Yes.
What's your take on the squad?
Okay, so look, we've had a setback. Obviously, Markram got COVID.
COVID,
So
yes.
he was withdrawn, and that's a shame because really he had a great IPL with his franchise over there. So it would have been nice to see him kick on from that on international in internationals. One thing, I wish it could have been a 3-match series because then we would have won it already by now. But unfortunately, there's 5 matches. Yes, I'm so biased. We could have won and wrapped up this tournament by now. Okay, so the squad. If you look at it, yes, there's one surprise, Tristan Stubbs. He did have a great domestic tournament, so I think his position is justified. Also got a contract with the Mumbai Indians during the IPL. I think he was the top run scorer in our domestic tournament. So Tristan Stubbs definitely named for the future. Deserved of his position. Then the other surprise obviously would be tried and tested Mr. Parnell.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
You know,
he's been around for a long time. I am glad that he's back in the team. I think he's kept his fitness up. His pace hasn't dwindled. I hope now in the age that he is that he'll start bowling not too many half volleys for him to be smashed. I mean, he has bowled well when he's had his opportunity. Having a left arm seamer is always a good variation, so that's good for that. Other than that, Bonello, this is the best we have. This is our squad. We if anything, maybe there could have been someone like Janneman Malan, who I think was very much
as an opening batsman.
As an opening batsman, I think very disappointed for me that he didn't make the team. He also had a good domestic tournament along with his brother Peter Malan. Although Peter is more was suited, he was a Protea, obviously playing in the Test side. But I mean, I think he was the second top run scorer. Actually, because he played in the final, I think that was the game where he actually overtook Tristan as the top run scorer. So Peter Malan was there. Janneman Malan, obviously unlucky to miss out. I don't think he did anything wrong not to be there. Someone like Sisanda Magala perhaps could have been in the squad as well. Although when you look at the balance of the seam attack, maybe he would have been struggling to even make the first 11. But I think other than that, players that are contracted and aren't in the team would be Petlekwayo. Andile. So, I mean, for him to miss out, I think maybe it's a fitness issue at the moment for him. And also, he hasn't been as consistent as he has been in the past. So I think that would have been a blow for him. Someone like Bjorn Fortuin, but I think already having a left arm spinner in Keshav, what's the point? Keshav Maharaj. So to have another left arm spinner would have been difficult unless they brought something more, which Bjorn Fortuin, yes, excellent spinner, but batting wise you would always go with Keshav. The same with George Linde. Linde also missed out, another left arm spinner. So we have about 3 or 4 players that have missed out on the squad. I mean, Kwani was out for 2 games.
Yes. I believe it was a wrist
injury. Yes, so that was bad for him. But that was then opportunity for Heinrich Klaassen. Glad he took the gloves and obviously took his opportunity by making a match-winning knock in the second game.
Yes, was he on fire or was he on fire?
Listen, that's the thing about Heinrich Klaassen. I think he's bubbling under. He was also one of the top scorers in the domestic tournament. He's kind of one of those players who's too good for domestic and
not good enough.
Just not showing what he can do at international level. So I hope that he will get a consistent run in the team. Although when you look at the balance of the team, as I said, this is our squad, and it's not on paper. When you look at it, there are individuals that have had match-winning knocks, match-winning spells in of themselves. The problem the Proteas have is that as a unit we're not pulling it together. Because if you look at that, our top 5, if you look at our 4 seamers or 3 seamers and our 2 spinners, I mean, if you look at Nokia, Rabada have had good IPLs. There's Lungi and Gidi. great pace bowler, great backup bowler. There's 3 seamers. Then obviously with the Indian conditions, we have Tabrice and we have Keshav as our 2 spinning options. That's your 5 bowlers. Now, then you put Dwayne Pretorius in the mix. I think that is where we fall flat a little bit. We don't have a good batting all-rounder, and that is where we kind of fall flat as the Proteas team. I mean, we need someone like Ben Stokes, someone who can bat 6-7, who can come in and finish your game, who can do a good spell, have a good spell with his 4 overs, and is powerful enough to clear the boundary. At the moment, we're sitting with David Miller, who's our only, let's say, finisher, as they call it. The only one that has that real power to maximize and hit the boundaries. We've got a good top 4. I mean, if you look at when everyone is fit and everyone is raring to go, you have Kwani and Temba up top. Normally, 3 would probably have been Markram if he was fit. 4 would have been Van der Dussen. 5 would be Miller. And then 6 and 7 is where your problems come in. Because, all due respect to Dwayne Pretorius, I feel we do need someone stronger and more of a batting all-rounder in that 6 and 7 role. And then you have your bowlers, your five bowling options. So, a lot of work to do. I think it's not the worst thing that this is a tough series for South Africa with the squad that they have. I think that you do need that pressure. 2-2 going into the final match. Who could have scripted that? In India,
where we're coming from.
100%. Look, so if you told us that after 2 games we would be leading 2-0, we would have been like, get out of here. We would have been like, come on.
Smoking socks or
exactly. And now that we're sitting at 2-2, we're like, here we go again. So,
we've seen this movie before.
Yes, we've seen it before. But we are a well-drilled team, and on our day, we can pull it together. But that's the problem. We can't just say it's on our day. We need to be like, today is that day. And unfortunately, there's not enough of that. So, Sponil, to answer your question, good balanced squad. We have Marco Jansen on the bench, as they call it, left-arm seamer, not in a starting role. We can swap out. We can bring in Parnell as well, another left-arm seamer. We have our 3 seamers, Kagiso, Lungi, and Anrich, great options. You have your spinners there, Keshav and Tabrice. So, it is actually a well-balanced team for the conditions, but it's just there are moments in the game where we perhaps not, as a team, seizing that moment. And catches win matches. We've dropped catches. We haven't had partnerships, especially up front. In the middle overs, when we needed someone to kick on and start hitting boundaries, we haven't had that. So, we still need to find, I think, if we can get 6-7 sorted out in terms of having, because you want to have, ideally the recipe, I would say, would be you have your 5 batsmen, specialist batsmen.
5.
6 and 7 normally can be your all-rounders, so you would prefer batting all-rounders. And then, I mean, if you have 6 and 7 sorted out, if you have 4 specialist bowlers and 2 bowlers that can be part-time, or at least, give you 2 overs that can be not too expensive. It's only 20 overs. It's a short game. It's an hour and 20 minutes.
Sink or swim.
It's sink or swim, exactly. 120 balls. So you need someone who can come in and do it immediately.
Hit the ground running.
And I think our weakness is in, as I said, that 6-7 role. And then obviously we need to decide what we're going to do with Miller. Do we want Miller to bat number 4?
That was going to be my next question. Because we saw David Miller, how well he performed in the IPL. He did wonders for his
for the Gujarat Titans. They won the tournament. Exactly.
At number 4. We bet him at number 6.
Yes.
If he's lucky, we just move him to number 5, but we hardly use him at number 4. That was going to be my next question. But just park that thought for now. We will indulge that when we return. Conic the Tune and KZ featuring DDK and Aboti Ito giving us Zazazel. Thank you so much to those Amapiano artists. Before we go for the break, we were on David Miller.
Yes.
Where he should be used effectively
Yes.
in the Proteas lineup.
Yeah.
We did mention that for his IPL franchise team, Gujarat Titans, he bets at number 4.
Yes.
Come to Proteas, we use him at number 6. Where do you think is best placed? He can be used effectively and into the best interest of the Proteas.
You know, it's a very interesting question because when you look at patterns of games, there could be games where our openers might have given us a good start, and you might need someone like Miller to come in and capitalize on that. I think how one actually needs to answer this question is, and I think this is probably how the Proteas are looking at it, is there needs to be a certain amount of flexibility. Yes, he can be in at number 6, but if the game situation dictates for him to come in earlier, I would say he has to come in, especially when you look at you know, they always talk about left hand, right hand combinations.
Yes.
So I mean, we have Kwani who's opening,
Yes.
and then obviously the other left hander is then Miller. Everyone else is right handed. So it would be good to play around with that. If you look at the current players we had, as I explained earlier, you have Temba and you have Kwani opening. Temba is a good foil for Quinton. Temba normally paces his innings well. He can accelerate when he has to. He can stay at the crease throughout the 20. Maybe his strike rate isn't as big or you know, as good as the other players. So yes, he is suited to open.
Yeah,
then at number 3 you would have Markram. 4 you would have Van der Dussen. So I mean, if you have that top 4, I would say that for Proteas 5 would be then his ultimate position. But like I said, should there be a game situation where he might be needed earlier, we should be capitalizing on that. And having said all of that, wouldn't it be good to capitalize on a player when he's in good form?
Exactly.
Right
now.
His confidence is high. He won
He's riding the crest.
For GT. He won many games, which
them,
I was very happy about. In the final as well, he had he's always there as a good solid player, and I think this was the one season where the confidence of David Miller came through. That potential which we've been seeing in him, and I think it was a masterstroke for Gary Kirsten to put him in at number 4, since he's the coach of GT. I think that 5 is probably a good spot for him in the Protea setup, but having said that, game situation should dictate. I don't think he should bat anything lower than. I don't think 6 is wasted on David Miller,
Yes,
especially if we are struggling in terms of having strike rate, in terms of boundaries. Why would you want Miller to come in at 90 for 4 and you have 3 overs left? Wouldn't you want him to come in earlier and either affect that run rate or try and add some impetus to the game? So we really need to look at that. And I mean, Miller's not a young boy anymore. He knows his game.
He knows his
He
game.
knows
He's
his
got
strengths.
experience. He knows how to adapt.
He knows how to adapt, and there can't be any more excuses. Like for us to say, it's India, pitches are slow, and I know no one has made that excuses, but in the past that was always what we said. Our players, our top players in our Proteas team are playing in the IPL. So we can't be making mistakes like we've made. I think yesterday we made a big mistake.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. That going back to yesterday's game, with the one that we lost against India, where were you going to use him? When were you going to introduce him?
Look, so again, it seems that the trend these days in international cricket is the toss is very important. I don't feel we won the toss. I don't think that we should have chased, because one thing I've noticed in India, the longer the season goes on, the pitches do get slower. They turn a bit more. Then there's the dew factor as usual. So I feel that maybe with the dew factor, maybe that's why we decided to chase. And having said that, our games that we've won has been chasing. So I think we are comfortable with doing that. But I feel like yesterday, with the way the wicket played, or we could have anticipated this, that maybe we should have batted first. Also, India probably scored 40 too many runs. I think Dinesh Karthik came in and played the innings, a great innings, mind you, on a very slow wicket where even their top order was struggling, but he came in and made it look easy. Then when they had put on the 169, I think we were really like, oh, that's a big,
psychologically.
Psychologically, I think us leaking as many runs as we did in the last 3 overs, I believe it was 40 odd runs in the last 18 balls. I think that gave the momentum to India. Then it didn't help that we started slowly. We lost wickets at inopportune times. I don't think. To be honest, I don't think it was down to one player. What we should have done was read the situation, especially seeing how India batted. We should have perhaps given ourselves a bit more time to get into the innings. As I said, going at 8 runs and over was always going to be difficult, but we could have paced the innings a lot better. But as soon as we lost wickets in clumps, that was where it was a problem for us. And you can never really come back from that, especially like I've explained, when it's India in India.
And the condition, the pitch.
Exactly. And then 6, like I said, because our weakness is at number 6 and 7, as soon as South Africa loses 3 quick wickets up front,
especially,
we're in trouble. And that's why I'm emphasizing that 6, 7, even number 8 role is very important. Where, like, I mean, Dinesh Karthik came in, he was batting at number 6 or number 7, I believe, and he came in and he played a marvelous innings. That's what we needed, and we don't have that, and that is where we kind of fall flat in the T20 game. Having said that, series is poised at 2-2. We haven't lost it yet. There's still all to play for in a game. Moving venues, playing in Bangalore.
Yes.
It's a traditionally a stadium with high scoring. So I hope that our batsmen will go in there. We need Kwani to come in with exactly. We need them to come in with a very big innings. And Van der Dussen, I think, you know, he was in a franchise that got to the finals of the IPL. Unfortunately, wasn't used a lot. So I felt almost like his confidence was a bit down. He did do well with the innings that he's been in, but then you could also see there was that lack of confidence from Van der Dussen. But, you know, all to play for in the last game. We need a performance, a team performance. We need catches to be taken. We need bowlers to be bowling in good areas, batsmen to be treasuring their wickets. Sometimes it's like we're getting softest missiles. Sometimes it's the pressure of we know pressure is there.
Yes.
But,
especially in India.
Especially in India, I mean, when our players play in South Africa, you know, because of COVID restrictions, there's no fans. Yes. In India, there's 100,000 spectators.
The stadium is packed to the rafters. Then I ask myself, okay,
exactly.
What happened to COVID in India?
100%. But like I said, there can't be any excuses. Those guys were in the IPL. They felt those pressures. They even know some of those players. They were teammates of those players. They were playing against those players week in, week out. So yeah, we just need to get our mentality right. Play it as a final. You know, maybe you know, put that C word to bed. You know, we don't want to mention that
I'm coming
word.
To the C word.
No.
The C word is going to be with us from now till we go to Australia in the World Cup. In the T20 World Cup. So the C word will always be with us.
But this is why I'm saying it's not the worst thing that this is a final in a tournament of let's say a series. A 5-match series, which. Although earlier I said if we played 3 matches, I would have been happy we would have won. But playing 5 matches is good.
It's good
because it gives you an opportunity to test your squad. It gives you an opportunity to test your team as a unit.
The combinations.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I mean, someone like Heinrich Klaasen, great to see that he's taking his opportunity. I hope that he will come more to the fore again as he has that power. He can hit those sixes when he has to. He has got his body language is, I love his body language, because some days you can just see he's trying to ride that pressure. But at the end of the day, as I said, if you're coming in at 60 for 4, 90 for 4, a lot of overs and balls have been taken up already. It's difficult for those players to just come in, especially if they haven't had a consistent run in the team. So
the confidence,
exactly,
just to adapt to the conditions and all that. And I'm happy that you mentioned that yesterday's game, maybe bowling first was not the right decision.
In hindsight, it's easy to say that.
Yeah, it's easy to say that. But,
yes.
But for me, that brings me straight to my next question. Themba Bavuma's captaincy.
Yeah.
What is your take on it? Is he the right captain for this? Is he the right man for the job? The way he rotates his bowlers, the way the batsmen like your David Miller, number 6 versus number 4. Because I believe as a captain, Themba Bavuma has to make that call.
100%.
Where to use David Miller. The bowlers, yesterday, like you said, we considered maybe extra unnecessary 40 runs.
Yes.
Surely that talks to the bowling, the combinations. As a captain, how you are supposed to rotate his bowlers.
Yes.
So, looking at all of that holistically, what do you say about Themba Bavuma's captaincy?
I believe.
I know it's a difficult question, but I'm just definitely putting you on the spotlight.
Let's put it this way. Let me pose the question in a different way. And sometimes maybe it's unfair to say this, but who else is there? When you look at the squad that we have, when you look at the options in terms of experience, in terms of their role in the team, in terms of that leadership ability, the only real other player, I mean, Quinton, as we know, has had his time as captain.
Yes.
I don't think that he needs to be burdened with that. It's good he doesn't have it.
I don't think he was going to be a good captain anyway.
No.
His personality definitely doesn't make for a good captain.
Yes.
So Quinton not being the captain, personally, I'm fine with it because it will definitely affect his game.
For sure. And like I said earlier, you want to unleash Quinton, so maybe you don't want him to have that captaincy. And him being as the wicket keeper, he can be a good asset to the captain. He doesn't have to be captain. The other options that you look at is someone who's been groomed for a long time to be maybe a future captain, maybe not now, is Aiden Markram. But the problem with Markram is his confidence hasn't been there. And then sometimes you don't want to burden your players, especially those star players. Let's call Markram a star player. We don't want them to be burdened with captaincy. So I would categorically state that with the current squad we have, Themba is easily the best fit. When you look at his demeanor, when you look at his interviews, over the years I've always been impressed by the way he analyzes, the way he talks about the team, the performance after games, the way he sums up the performances. I think he's a calm customer. I think he's well suited to the captaincy. But now we bring in other factors. At the end of the day, you have your captain, you have your coach, but it's up to each individual player to regulate their performance. The funny thing about cricket is that, yes, it's an 11-man team game, but at the end of the day, when you're bowling and you're running up, it's you. Yes. When you are batting and facing a batsman, it's you alone. You could have been prepared and all of that, but at the end of the day, you're the one hitting the shots. You're the one who needs to have shot selection. You're the one who, as a bowler, needs to select your areas and know your strengths. Yes, Themba can throw the ball to Tabrice. I mean, at some point, Shamsi was considered the number 1 T20 bowler. Unfortunately, his performances have dropped off a little bit in the last few months.
Consistency is the issue.
Exactly. Then you have someone like Keshav. So talking about options as captains, Keshav is also a very good option. But for me, I would say
I think he's deputizing for.
He is deputizing. Yes. Yesterday, yes, as we would have seen. Themba picked up an injury. There hasn't been a report on how serious it is. So I don't know.
The elbow injury.
Yes, I'm not sure if he'll be in the squad for tomorrow or the team for tomorrow. We'll have to see. And then in that circumstance, yes, Keshav would be a good seasoned pro, hard worker, has been in and around the team for the last 6 or 7 years. Very, very much a good option. But coming back to Themba, yes, on the surface, his record as a captain might not be the best. But I do feel that he's a good asset in the team. You can see he's a personality that he can talk to everyone. He gets onto everyone's level. I mean, he's a short guy, so he can get on everyone's level. Sorry, Themba. No, Themba is a very cool, calm person. Yes, there will always be. Unfortunately, you will have your internet trolls who will always talk about he doesn't make enough 50s, doesn't make enough 100s. But I still feel that captaincy-wise,
he's the best we have.
He is the best we have, and I think he needs to be given a justified run. You can't always just say, Themba can't be. Based on what? Let's give him an opportunity. Let's push him through. Last year in the T20 World Cup, I thought that he did manage the team really well. again, we had moments where perhaps we didn't take opportunities we should have. So we missed out in that T20 World Cup. It wasn't in Dubai, UAE, not our best conditions, but I've still felt we had a chance to get to the semi-finals. But, you know, again, as I said, individually players need to regulate their performances, and maybe as a unit that's not happening enough.
Absolutely. You are still listening to Sports Geek with Spanner Ngwaba, only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. Time now is 39 minutes past 12 o'clock. Let's quickly go for a breather. When we return, we will be looking at the female Proteas. They are also on tour. Let's do justice and look at all our South African teams. Here's Bitches, take us away. Let's hope this song will influence the Proteas and win again. Bitches, take us away. You win again. Again, those were the Bitches giving us "You Win Again." Let's hope this song will wrap off to our Proteas come tomorrow.
Let's keep the faith. I will definitely be rooting for them.
We have to root for them. Let's hope tomorrow they will rise to the occasion and win that 5-match series by 3-2 and bring it home.
Yes.
Moving now to female Proteas. I believe they are currently on tour in Ireland. Talk to us about female Proteas.
So, you know, I wish we would talk more about the Proteas women. They've done really well over the last few years. I mean, recently they were in the semi-finals of the 50 over World Cup. Had a big win over England, but then England came back and took revenge on them in the semis. Again,
that
moments.
was so painful.
Remember what we said? Moments, 5 drop catches, and the person went on to make 100. So, and then that was the innings that
was the story. That was the main reason we lost against England.
So again, like I said, the moments. Yes. So very well done to the Proteas women's team. They just beat Ireland 3-0 in Ireland. Yes. Good performances by our seamer Shabnam Ismail. We had Marazan Cap, who couldn't make the team, is another top player, but. You know, we definitely should be more promoting our female team. They're really doing well. They really, they bring pride to our game. And now they are off to England, where they'll be playing a test match, their first test match in about six or 7 years. So that's a very big occasion for them. Yeah. It's a one-off test against England in England. Gonna be tough.
I hope it's not at Lords, because in England, the moment it's Lords, they become so possessed, and they win anything and everything.
There's something else. Look, at the end of the day, all one can hope for, the goal would be to last the full days of the test match and acquit themselves well, because they haven't played in a long time. England have been playing test matches all these years. And then obviously after that, there's the ODI series against England. I believe it's a 3-match series. So, that will always be a tough one for them in England conditions. And talking about England, that's where the Proteas male team goes next.
Yes.
They start their tour, their 2.5-month tour that leads up to the T20 World Cup. So they'll be playing T20s, ODIs, and Test matches. So maybe the Proteas women and the Proteas men can inspire each other and
we need
take those scalps in England. So that'll be a great series and a good way for both teams to prepare. I just think that the women's team has come on in leaps and bounds in the last few years, even though they're not playing as many games as the other teams.
Unfortunately.
Even though we're not have a formal professional league like you have in England and in Australia. Yes. That's pretty much why England and Australia are dominating. I mean, even India have got their women's IPL now as well. So, for a team based on the legacy and based on where we're coming from, the Proteas women are an excellent team. Always up in there competing, and we hope for the best for them going forward, especially in England.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We will be rooting for them and hope they bring it home. It is definitely going to be tough playing England in England. It's definitely going to be tough.
Always tough. Yes.
Before I let you go, Erin, saying that time is our biggest enemy right now.
At this point, yes.
Do you by any chance have social media where our listeners can engage you? And how does one get hold of you if one wants to take this discussion further outside the studio and engage further with Erin?
Unfortunately, I'm a person. I'm not on social media.
Yeah, man.
But if people want to know, if there's enough people that want to be my followers, definitely I will create these accounts. Okay. But for now, I'm not on social media. But you can catch me here on Nirvana World FM. I'll be here with Sbo in a couple of weeks again. I'm hoping. Keeping the fingers, and then you'll be able to see me. Then you'll be able to hear from me again. Let's put it out this way: if the listeners and the viewers, if there's enough comments there, I will definitely buckle and go onto social media, I will definitely directly engage with them if they want that.
Absolutely, absolutely. On that note, I guess it's time for me to laugh and leave you, but I'm leaving you in the warm and capable hands of my colleague Jacqueline Friedman, who will be with you from 1 o'clock till 3 p.m. bringing you money works. Thank you so much for allowing me in your space. It means a lot to me. I do not take it for granted by any chance. Let's do this once again next week Saturday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Till then, from me, Spanner Ngobo, it is adios. Bye-bye.